Good afternoon. This call is number 2009-20686 in the interest of Adrian Thomas Jr. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, sir. Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Adrian Thomas. I'm the father.
All right. Representing the Attorney General, State of Texas.
Andrea Eoff.
Or note that the custodial parent, Melissa Sue Miller, is not present. She was personally served on September 24th, 2021 at 12:14 p.m. and she has not filed an answer or appeared. Is that correct, Ms. Eoff?
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before we begin, we'd like to ask that the court take notice of the prior order in this case that was signed on June 27th, 2019, and it ordered Mr. Thomas to pay $0 in child support.
All right.
Thank you. And at this point in time, we'd like to call Mr. Thomas.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Thomas, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Will you please state your full name for the record?
Adrian Maurice Thomas.
And will you state the name and age of your child?
Adrian Maurice Thomas Jr. He's 14.
All right. And whenever you were here last, Adrian was living with you. Is that correct?
Yes.
But he is no longer living with you. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And at this point in time, your son is living with his mother, and it is not possible for you to provide private insurance to him at a reasonable cost. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you and Miss Miller do not communicate with each other at this point in time. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that because in the past you guys have agreed to keep your phone number and address confidential from each other?
Yes, ma'am.
And because the insurance is not available to you at a reasonable cost, and because you and Miss Miller can't effectively communicate, are you asking that the court order her to apply for and potentially continue any Medicaid benefits she may have?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that the court order you to pay $182 a month in cash medical support?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And is it true that your gross monthly wages average at $4,038.76 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that this is the only child that you currently have a court order to support?
Yes, ma'am.
And because of that, are you asking the court to order that you pay child support in the amount of $642 beginning July 1st, 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that that cash medical support obligation begin July 1st, 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you're aware that Ms. Miller has asked to continue the non-disclosure. Is that true?
Yes.
And are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
And are you asking that the court also continue the non-disclosure finding for you?
Yes.
And you believe that if Ms. Miller has your address and phone number, it could subject you to future harassment or abuse?
Yes, ma'am.
And why is that?
Because she done did it in the past and caused a lot of confusion between my family, me, and then also calling my job.
All right. Do you believe that if the court enters an order with the terms we talked about today, it would be in your child's best interest?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to approve and enter an order to this effect today?
Yes.
All right. I have no further questions and pass this witness, Your Honor.